Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to day 9. How do you do today? I am feeling fantastic. Okay, can you hear that I'm smiling? Yes, I am smiling. I'm so happy today. Well, in the last few days, I wasn't so cheerful. I've been through some stuff, but now I have adjusted myself to the normal version of Victoria. So before we start day 9, I just like to mention that if you sometimes feel this downtime, you feel depressed, you feel just not so hot, maybe there's something deeper for you to discover. And once you do, you will see what is the thing that you are really fearful of. What is the thing that you have always criticizing? Or what are the things that you feel guilty or regretful? All of that. If you have the guts to face it, to deal with it one-on-one, then I assure you that all of those negative emotions will disappear. They will become part of your self-healing experience, and they will be your best friends, because every time they show up, they bring something deeper down in you that you need to further reflect and heal. So treat them as these little signals to help you better heal yourself, love yourself, trust the process of life. All right. So the day 9 is loving your inner child, part 2. So if you remember, the day 8 content is loving your inner child, part 1. So today you use mirror work to forgive the past and begin to love the beautiful child within. The beautiful child is inside of you right now. Can you see her? Can you see him? When you look down into your heart, can you see there's a little creature looking up to you with his or her chubby cheeks, wanting nothing but love and affection from you? So let's affirm that I love and approve of myself. I love and approve of myself. And thank you all for coming to the day 9 session, doing the mirror work together with me to be the few minority of the people who can understand and appreciate the value behind the English version of mirror work. So we're almost halfway through. You see, today's day 9. How are you and your inner child doing today? Are you getting to know each other a little better? I have found that working with the inner child is extremely valuable in helping to heal the hurts of the past. We are not always in touch with the feelings of the frightened little child within us. If your childhood was full of fear and physical or verbal battles, you may have a habit of mentally beating yourself up. When you do this, you are continuing to treat your inner child in much the same way. The child inside, however, has no place to go. Many of us have an inner child who's lost and lonely and feels rejected. Perhaps the only contact we have had with our inner child for a long time is to scold and criticize it. Then we wonder why we're unhappy. We cannot reject a part of ourselves and still be harmony within. I repeat, we cannot reject a part of ourselves, and still be in harmony within. So today, let's use our mirror work to move beyond our parents' limitations and connect with the little lost child inside. Let's forgive the past and begin to love this beautiful child within. This child needs to know that we care, that you care, all right? Most of us have buried many feelings and hurts from the past. Learning to love your inner child is going to take time. Take all the time you need. Return to this exercise again and again. You will get there, I promise. Your inner child still carries the beliefs you developed early on. If your parents had rigid ideas and you are now very hard on yourself, or you tend to build walls around you, your inner child is probably still following your parents' rules. If you continue to pick on yourself for every little mistake, it must be very scary for your inner child to wake up in the morning thinking, what is my parent going to yell at me about today? What our parents did to us in the past was a product of their consciousness. We are the parents now. We are using our consciousness now. If you are still refusing to take care of your inner child, you are stuck in your own resentment. Invariably, that means there's someone you still need to forgive. What resentment do you need to let go of? What haven't you forgiven yourself for? For now, visualize that you are taking your inner child by the hand and going everywhere together for a few days. Did you visualize that? You are taking your inner child by the hand and going everywhere together for a few days. This may sound silly, but please try it. It really works. Create a wonderful life for yourself and your inner child. The universe will respond, and you will find ways to heal your inner child and the adult you. No matter what your early childhood was like, happy or sad, you and only you are in charge of your life now. You can spend your time blaming your parents, or you can embrace love. Love is the biggest eraser I know. It erases even the deepest and most painful memories. Because love goes deeper than anything else. Think for a moment. Do you want a life of pain, or do you want a life of joy? The choice and power are always within you. Look into your eyes and love yourself and the little child within. Let's affirm. I love my inner child. I love my inner child. I love my inner child, and her name is Qiqi. My inner child's name is Qiqi. I am in charge of my life now. I am in charge of my life now. Your day 9 mirror work exercise. 1. Go to your bathroom mirror and look at the picture of yourself as a child that you taped to it yesterday. Sorry. 2. Take a moment right now and tell your inner child that you care. Say these affirmations. I care about you. I love you. I really love you. I care about you. I love you. I really love you. Step 3. Sit in front of your mirror if you can, or sit and look into a handheld mirror. Continue the conversation with your inner child that you began yesterday. You could open with an apology, saying something like, I'm sorry I haven't talked to you over the years. I'm sorry I scolded you for so long. I want to make up for all the time we spent apart from each other. Step 4. If you haven't talked to your inner child in 50 or 60 years, it may take some time before you feel like you are reconnecting. But be persistent. Eventually, you will make a connection. You may feel the child inside you. You may hear the child inside you. You may even see the child inside you. Step 5. Keep your tissue box nearby. It's okay to cry while you are talking to your inner child. Tears will help you to break through and connect with the child inside you. Now, it's time for our day 9 journaling exercise. The power is within you, who are listening right now. So, step 1, when you were little, what did you really like to do? Write down everything that comes to mind. When was the last time you did any of these things? Too often, the parent inside of us will stop us from having fun because it's not the adult thing to do. Have you been too serious? Have you just let the fun side of yourself slide away? Now it's time to be the little cute, fun, rainbow-like little child. Let her be free. Let him be free. Step 2. Now put down your journal and go outside and play with your little child. Have fun. Do the silly things you loved to do when you were young, like jumping in a pile of leaves or running under the garden sprinkler. Watch other children at play. It will bring back memories of the games you enjoyed. If you want more fun in your life, make the connection with your inner child and come from that space of spontaneity. I don't know if I pronounced the word right, but it's the noun of spontaneous. So the space of, letting go and do whatever that feels right. I promise that you will start having more fun. Your heart thought for day 9. I am willing to change and grow. Last part. So you are willing to learn new things because you do not know it all. You are willing to drop old concepts when they no longer work for you. You are willing to see your behavior and say, I don't want to do that anymore. You know you can become more of who you are. Not become a better person. That would imply that you are not good enough, which isn't true, but more of who you really are. Growing and changing is exciting, even if you have to look at some painful things within yourself in order to do so. And your day 9 meditation is loving the inner child. You can even close your eyes for this last chapter. Go back in time. See yourself as a little child of 5. Hold out your arms to this child and say, I am your future, and I have come to love you. Embrace this child lovingly, and then bring it with you to the present time. See the two of you standing at a mirror, looking at each other lovingly. And as you stand there, become aware that there are so many parts of you that are missing. Now go back in time even further to the very moment you were born. You've just come down the birth canal. It may have been a difficult trip. You feel the cold air and see the bright lights, and someone may have just smacked you. You have arrived. You are here to live a whole lifetime. Love that little tiny baby. Love that baby. And now move forward in time to the moment when you began to walk. You would stand up and fall down, stand up and fall down, stand up and fall down. And then suddenly you were standing. And you took a step and another step. And you were walking. You were so proud of yourself. Love that little child. Love that child. Then move forward in time to your first day at school. You didn't want to leave your mother, but you did. You took your first steps over the threshold of your school. You were scared, but you did it. You were doing the very best you could. Love that child. Love that child. Then remember your life around the age of 10 and everything that was going on then. It may have been wonderful, it may have been difficult. You were doing the very best you could to survive, and you made it. Love that child. Just love that child. Now, go forward to the time you were entering puberty and remember all that was going on. It was exciting and scary and maybe more than you could handle, but you got through it. You did the best you could and you made it. So love that teenager. Love that teenager. Go to the time of your first job and how exciting it was to earn money. You wanted so badly to make a good impression and there was so much to learn. But you did your best you could and you succeeded. Love that person. Just love that person. Remember the first time you were rejected in love and how much your heart hurt. You were sure no one would ever love you again. You were in such pain. You did the best you could and you made it. Love that person. Love that person. Then go to another milestone in your life. It might have been embarrassing or painful or wonderful. Whatever it was, you were doing the best you could at that time with the understanding, knowledge, and awareness that you had then. So love that person. Love that person. Now gather all the many parts of yourself and bring them forward to the present. See yourself standing in front of the mirror with all of yourselves and realize that you are looking at the richness and fullness of your life. Of course, there were difficult times and painful times and embarrassing times and times of confusion. And that's all right. That's all part of life. Love all of yourself. Now, turn around. And as you look ahead, see a person standing before you with arms outstretched, saying, I am your future, and I have come to love you. Life is an endless opportunity to love yourself, past, present, and future. Loving and accepting every part of yourself is healing. How can you possibly be whole or healed if you are rejecting any part of yourself? Healing is to make yourself whole again. Love yourself, every part of yourself, and be whole. All is well, and so it is. To the chapter ends here, but I want to repeat one of those phrases that really touched my heart. So Louise Hay said that how can you possibly be whole or healed if you are rejecting any part of yourself? Healing is to make yourself whole again. 就是如果你还在拒绝接受你的任何方面，你又怎么可能会是一个完整的生命，或者是一个治愈的生命呢？ 所以现在的你还有什么地方是不能够接受自己的呢？还有这些方面会让你觉得你想要批评这个小朋友吗？你想要打压这个小朋友的地方还有一些什么呢？ Just love yourself, you know, past, present, and future. Thank you so much for listening. I hope today's mirror work has been helpful to you in your self-healing and self-love journey. And I will always be here. This channel will always be here. This channel is about rebuild self-love, self-confidence. Live life knowing that life supports you in every possible way. That's the foundation of my channel, Love Yourself. To bring you back to your baby stage. Whenever you see yourself, you will smile. Yeah, that would be the ideal possible scenario I could think of. Because we were born all so in love with ourselves, and then we were taught by a different person that we are not that lovable anymore. And somehow we slowly believed them because we thought life is all about what the people next to us think about it. But it's not true. It is so not true. Just because they're close to us doesn't mean they know the best way. Doesn't mean they have the right understanding of life. So if you ever, feeling down or depressed or not so sure about if the universe has your back, just return to this channel and listen to my audiobooks, to my podcast, to my videos as much as possible. Because me, at this side of your screen is telling you my truth, that we all could live in a world full of rainbows and unicorns, and every day would be a wonderful adventure. We just have our own work to do. And once we have cleared all the blocks built by so many years of experiences, we can get in touch with the real self. The little self with the inner child that we always want to love and embrace and appreciate. And that's life. Life should be easy, peaceful, happy, full of opportunities. We all have the right to be prosper, to be happy, to be self-reliant, to be confident, to be loving and caring, so we can contribute ourselves to a better cause. Yeah. This last phrase may sounded so cheesy back then to me, but after 1 year of building this channel and heal myself, I have to say I do think this way, even though the majority of people would never come to the same understanding as we do. And this makes my faith even stronger, that I will attract all the right person to my channel, to my content, to my beliefs. Because we are the wonderful, rare minority of the people who love themselves with a true purpose of their life. And so one day when our life ends, we would be saying goodbye to this world with a peaceful smile, knowing that we've done our best and we've served ourselves well to other people in need. Okay, thank you for listening to Day 9 Mirror Work. It's my own chatter and part of the book. I hope you liked it. If you did, please say something in the comment section. Otherwise, I always feel like it's a one-woman show going on and on and on alone. Okay, so bye-bye and have a nice day.